I am at the Time Out Market and it is 51,000 square feet of food and drink, all from Vancouver. I'm so excited to finally try it. I've been waiting 2 years for this place to open and I'm finally here in 2026. So let's go explore as much as I can. It's only me today, so I have a long list of places I want to get through. So let's do it.
Yum, yummy, yummy, yum, yum, yummy. If it ain't about dinner, baby, don't talk to me. Got a one-track mind.
The boba is super creamy. Obviously, it's a milk base. I normally don't like tapioca pearls. I got coconut, and it was really chewy and in a good way. Normally, I find them a little slimy, but this was like really nice and chewy and a nice texture. Not too sweet as well. Like it has gotten so busy. It just opened at 11, and there's lineups already forming. There's a lot of places I've always wanted to try in Vancouver that I just haven't been able to because it is kind of spread out and in different neighborhoods. So this is a really convenient way to try as much as you can without having to drive too far. Anyways, it is a little bit of a distance from downtown Vancouver, and this is really like a locals neighborhood. It's called Oak Ridge. It's very fancy. I feel like I'm very out of place as well. So there's like Dior and really high-end brands in the mall. So I don't think I'll be doing any shopping, but I'll definitely walk around and kind of work off some of the food as I try as many things as I can.
Hi. What should somebody order if this is like their first time trying your taco? I just want one taco. What would you recommend?
The burrata birria.
Okay, I'll get that.
The wait times are definitely a little bit longer than I expected, but I have my birria taco she recommended with the consomme, of course. I'm excited to dig into this. I've never tried their tacos before at all, so curious to see how this stacks up versus our time in California when we went to the Los Angeles market. It was so amazing. You got to check out that video. I like the spice. That spiciness is so good. There's a lot of construction going on out here. The meat is super tender as well and very rich. And I've got this is a flour tortilla. I love that kick though of the heat. It's kind of like a warming sensation that just like stays with you in the back of your throat, and it's like so good. I do gotta say the taco is like just coming apart super easily, cracking. Obviously it's birria. A lot of juices going on there. How does this stack up against Los Angeles? I mean, how can you beat Los Angeles? I'm docking it because the taco isn't holding up as well, but the flavors are definitely there. Out here as soon as it opened, and kind of was just taking my time looking around because it wasn't too busy, and now it is super busy. I am here over the lunch hour. I think I'm gonna spend a couple hours here just taking my time because there's quite a few places I want to try, and the lineup for Lunch Lady was the longest by far that I came across. On to the next one. The wait time seems to be about consistent. It's like 15 to 20 minutes per spot. So I'm waiting for some oysters to be shucked while I'm eating something from Blind Tiger. These Scallion dumplings. I saw them already made and I was like, I have to give it a go. So let's go. Those are jam-packed with filling. It was so good. It's a pork and scallion filling. Nice and chewy, packed with flavor, and meat is so good. And the wrapper still has a little bit of a chew. It's not underdone at all, but it has like a nice texture that I really like. It's not like too soft, perfectly chewy, which you want in a dumpling. You gotta go check out our other video. When you come to Vancouver, you have to have Chinese food. And at the Richmond Public Market, it is well worth it. And check out our food tour of that market. But I'm so excited to have something like this here. It's perfect because it's on my way out of town anyway, so I thought let's just give it a try. It is getting so busy, and the typical wait time is, even for 6 oysters, it was kind of longer than I expected it to be. Am I being a little bit too basic just having oysters? I don't know. I have a long drive, so I'm trying to like pace myself, try as much as I can, and actually enjoy myself too, you know what I mean? So, and then of course when I am done, I will round up how much I spent while here and what I would get next time if I were to come again. So let me start on these oysters. We've got 2 different sauces here, and let me just go in to try. Oh no. Why did I do that? That's a habanero sauce. It's like a habanero mango sauce. And it's super spicy. Let's go in for the vinegar. Your classic vinaigrette. And then we have some East Coast and BC oysters. So I got 3 of each so I can actually try. And I'm surprised that normally East Coast oysters are huge. These are actually quite nice in size. It's one of my favorite things to do on Vancouver. Oh. That one's super creamy. A little bit too much so. I usually like the saltier, brinier ones. That's super creamy. I might guess that those ones are from the East Coast. I'm not a huge fan of those things. Let's move on to the BC Coast oysters, and I'm gonna go again for the vinaigrette. Yeah, I'm just a sucker for BC Coast oysters. They're just like my favorite. They're lighter. Tend to lean towards the BC oysters, although I have had like briny, bright East Coast oysters that are smaller in size, even smaller than this, but not very often. Water is free. There is something that is free in this market that it seems to be fairly expensive. Everything for small bites is about $8, 8 to 12, and then for like plates of food, it goes from $20 all the way to, I've seen as high as $42 if you're getting like premium ingredients like foie gras or wagyu. I'm not going to wait in that insane line for Lunch Lady. It is way too long, and I feel like a place that is that good, I need to go to the restaurant and like dedicate an entire video to it. So I think I'll be doing that later. Like, there's other places that I have seen other creators stop at, like Feeney Burger, that look really good. I cannot with the burger right now, as much as I would like to. It's not happening. So after this, I'm gonna move on to desserts, and yeah, we're gonna figure it out. We can do this. I know we can. Like, where else can you like have all in one day, all in such a short amount of time in one space, have your option of like Japanese, Indian, Chinese, Thai? It's pretty special, and I am very excited about it, especially being from a smaller community in British Columbia where it's hard to find things like that. It's exciting to me. I don't think I'll need to eat for a couple of days after this. I do love samosa chaat though. Indian spices are really coming through. Like the peas are like holding their texture inside. It's so lovely. Nothing is soggy from the sauce or anything. It's like just adding this nice these layers of like creaminess and spice, and it's just really good. And honestly, like for me being by myself, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm trying my hardest here. I love how crunchy it is. And then there's also these cubed beets. Scabbard is really good. Just a really well-balanced dish. Chickpeas and the red onion. There's a lot of textures going on and a lot of just layers of really balanced flavors. The outdoor spaces, they really nailed it out here. There's so many places to sit, both indoors and outdoors. You can have your moment. You can also get your food to go and sit anywhere you want, really, on the grass. It's pretty cool. So all that in there is the Time Out Market. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do this. The cone comes like on top. I'm gonna put the cone aside. Because like, how am I gonna break it? I'm just gonna put it on the side. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm kind of putting it like on the piece of paper, and then so this is tomato and olive oil, and then they also had a butter one, but I've seen the butter ones and it looks like all of it looks rich, but this sounded a little bit more doable for me right now, and it has like basil and all of that. So let's give this a try.
Yeah, what time they want to be up? And you see 6 o'clock?
I expect it to be more savory.
So today's the concert, right? Yeah.
There's also like sea salt, which is really nice with the creaminess of and the sweetness of like the ice cream, and then that little bit of sea salt just like brings everything really together. I have to be honest though, I'm not getting a lot of the tomato. It's more strawberry forward than tomato. And the olive oil. That bite was really good. You can actually taste the olive oil. The olive oil is adding like a really surprising earthiness to this that I'm really enjoying. But like with the sea salt and then that sweetness from, yeah, it's more like it tastes more like a strawberry. The tomato is just not really coming through as much as I would like it to. Really nice though. Let me know if you've tried the butter one. On a hot day, this is really nice. This is too much. This is honestly too much. It's melting right now and I won't be able to finish it. You can see more of like the olive oil. The ratios that you're getting with olive oil, sea salt, and the basil, it's just not really balanced with how much ice cream you get, you know? I ended up stopping at Beacoup Bakery for my last and final stop to grab a sneaky coffee and a couple of treats for what ended up being my 6-hour drive home. These treats were definitely worth it, but I really wanted to go to Mellow. This is what it looks like at 11 a.m., fully stocked. When I went to go grab my box of donuts to go, they were sold out and not restocking until 2 p.m. I had to leave and there was already a lineup for those 2 p.m. donuts. Would I recommend you hit up Time Out Market? I think it's a great spot to hit if you're unfamiliar with the Vancouver food scene, or if you want to try a lot of things with a group of people or a date night. It could be a lot of fun. My final tally for 7 locations ended up being $149 with taxes and tip. It's not cheap, but it's something I don't have where I'm from, and I love food halls like this because it gives me an opportunity to try as much as I can without having to drive around to too many different neighborhoods. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, this should be for you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.